A survivor of abuse in a faith-based institution wants a Pasifika-specific approach to redress for some survivors. The Royal Commission's findings show Pacific and Māori survivors had more physical violence inflicted on them than other ethnicities, and Pacific people were overrepresented in state-based care along with Māori, deaf, disabled and mentally distressed people. Caleb Fotheringham has more.
Frances Tangaloa is a survivor of abuse in a faith-based institution and co-chairs the Survivor Experiences Board. She says she was impressed by the cross-party support for the final Royal Commission of Inquiry's report, but now she wants to see action.
Really, the first steps and the most important for now, I think, is the independent redress system. The Commission recommended that an independent redress system be set up years ago, and the government has been slow to act on that one.
Ms Tangaloa suffered sexual and emotional abuse between the age of 5 and 7 by a Marist brother during the 1970s who taught at Marist Brothers Intermediate School in Ponsonby. She says it's important the redress system is independent.
It just amazes me, but a survivor has to go back to the very institution where they've been abused to get any redress or support.
At least 200,000 people have been abused by state and faith-based institutions since 1950. The report found Pacific children, young people and adults in care endured higher levels of physical abuse than other ethnicities. Ms Tangaloa wants there to be a specific redress pathway for Pacific peoples.
There are just uniquenesses with dealing with Pasifika culture. There sometimes is language barriers, but also cultural barriers that we have to navigate. So there has to be a specific Pasifika pathway.
Commissioner Dr. Anaru Iruiti says Māori and Pasifika need to be trusted by the state to care and protect their own.
We heard a clear message from these communities about how for such a long time they have been not trusted essentially to care for their own, and how they wanted to have the proper supports from the state to be able to meet the needs of their communities.
Commissioner Paul Gibson says abuse was horrific, widespread and happened in all institutions.
It was systemic. Systems, people in high places, failed, weren't held accountable, and it still goes on today. We have to make it stop.
Ms Tangaloa hopes the public will help push for accountability.
We need the public to support us survivors and to support our Aotearoa to be a safer, more caring society by actioning these recommendations.
She says as a society we all play a role in making sure children are protected and not traumatised.